Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Fury along with John Francola. And wait till our left over here is the head football coach of Westwood, Dennis Hart. And we're getting ready for another year of football. And all the teams in Bergen County and all over New Jersey are out practicing. And today, Westwood had a practice. We're going to talk a little bit with Coach Hart and see how the team is progressing and look forward to the year. John, another year, and we have Coach Hart.
You know, Larry, it's unbelievable. What a beautiful day today. We've been having 95 and 100 degrees, and today was nice out there. And Westwood had a little scrimmage today with Paramus.
Yeah, it was very nice to get out here. It wasn't 120 degrees. It was cool, and we get a chance now to talk to Coach Hart. Coach Hart, well, a year ago we sat on the 50-yard line out there, and we talked about your first year, and you've gone through the whole year. The year went kind of fast for you. Anything that you could take away from that first year as you bring it forward to the second year?
Well, the big thing is they picked up needed experience. I mean, last year we had a lot of players. They didn't have the experience. We only had really 2 players back from the year before, the state championship team. But this year we have people that played last year, and we feel good about them moving forward. We have a lot of players and stuff. We're trying to get to play 2 platoon to get as many people in the game. It's going to make us stronger for the long haul of the season. I'm not so sure we're going to be able to do that as much as we would like, but it's still a work in progress. It's going to make us
you do have a young team, and I remember talking to you last year that your freshman team, you were very excited about it last year. They're sophomores now, the team prior to that. So you've had 2 good teams coming into the varsity level. Have you seen those kids that have been playing, stepping up and getting a lot of playing time this year as underclassmen?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we're going to have sophomores in the lineup. Realistically, a sophomore should really be playing at varsity level. He should be playing JV, but we don't have that luxury. They got to step up and be ready to go if needed to be.
Coach, there was also 2 plays last year, one being Rakuski, which was hurt most of the year.
Right.
And, of course, the other one ended up, again, Pequannock, Lukashek.
Right.
He's back. So you got to be optimistic seeing these 2 young men ready to go, and they played today, and they look pretty good today.
Yeah, Cole is our A-back, and he's really quick, and with a year under his belt starting last year, as you pointed out, he broke his collarbone in a state game on the opening kickoff of all things. He's real quick. He's in great shape. He had a nice offseason, as far as I say offseason, but he ran track, had a real nice year. And, when we do our conditioning and stuff, it doesn't even faze him. He's way out front, and, we expect big things from him.
We also looked at your schedule, and I know before you got your schedule this year, everybody said, "Oh yeah, we're going to be losing some of those teams. We don't want to play Fort Lee. We're going to be playing more of the Group 2." But you have one heck of a schedule. I mean, you start off with Mawa, and
yeah.
You can take it right through us on that. But
yeah, absolutely. I mean, Mawa, we saw them the other day. Great program. Obviously, they're the Group 2 champions, undefeated, and they just maul people throughout the season. That's a huge test for us. We're home on September 9th.
Then you have, of course, Pascack Hills, who's better. From reading newspapers, if you read newspapers, Larry, everybody looks great. And then, of course, you have a nemesis, Riverdale, another tough team.
Yeah, Riverdale's going to be real tough. Richfield Park, who put it to us here last year. Our schedule, and it's the 2 new teams coming in. We're playing Lincoln. They were the Group 2 Central finalists the last 2 years. Highly talented team. We pick up Cedar Grove. They were in the Group 1 finals. We have them away. I think it's week 6. So yeah, our schedule is very challenging. But we have to be ready right away this year.
When you look at your team and you look for leadership and seniors, who can you point to as senior leadership who could, in the locker room, talk to the younger players and tell them what to expect as the year goes on?
Well, Dylan Rakuski, it's his second year as a captain, playing will linebacker and A-back, a leader. Brandon Sullivan was the first-team All-League offensive tackle. He's a 2-way tackle for us this year. He provides leadership. And Jordan Rosenfeld playing corner and playing wide receiver, a 2-way starter last year. He provides some great leadership with us also.
How much as a coach in general, you included, of course, depend upon the seniors, the captains, to take a leadership role inside the locker room, outside the locker room? You look forward to them to move up and say, this is the mistake? It's easier for them to tell a kid you made a mistake than a coach's, is it? Am I got that right?
No, you're exactly right. And that's one thing. I over the years I always talked about the seniors meaning so much. It goes by so quick, and they got to make it count, and everybody looks to them. They have to be leaders, whether they're a captain or not. Everybody's looking towards the seniors, and we have a great senior class to provide that leadership.
Looking at the team after today's practice, I know your defense is definitely where you have your seasoned players. I mean, you looking right from the middle, having Rikuski back, and of course with, as I call him, L.T. Brown at a linebacker, and Cuomo, the young man that really impressed us last year with his speed and all that. But you're going to be, your defense, I can see your defense against anybody is going to be able to stand up. Talk about your defense, because you are a defensive coordinator by trade.
Excuse me. No, I hope so. I hope they stand up and get back to the level where we were 2 years ago. And they've been working hard. We had some missed tackles today, and that's why we have scrimmages and everything. We have to shore everything up. But Brandon Brown is a force at Sam linebacker. Did a great job. Roy Carter on defensive end had a real nice scrimmage today. Probably was one of the better performers.
And looking at Matt Poggi, there's a young man last year at the end of the season when you put him at safety. What a job he did for you.
Yeah, he plays. He plays a rover for us. It's almost like an outside linebacker. He comes up, and we talked about injuries. He got hurt in the state game, and we were a totally different team that he went out with the injury. So he had a fine season last year, and he got a little dinged up today, but I'm sure he'll bounce back.
I know you had the freshman team last year. Were they undefeated or?
We had a couple losses.
But
yeah, they're real fine season. Yeah.
You see any of those players really helping out in this year from your freshmen?
Yeah, there's Benny Dada. He'll play somewhere on the defensive line, and also is a B-back. Giordano is another running back. He's going to get a lot of time. Anthony Carubio is a quarterback at safety. He should be in the mix.
That was number 36 today.
That's our practice jersey. All kinds of different numbers
I
there.
tell you, he looked very. Yeah. What I liked about him on that one run, he had a double hit and he kept going.
Right.
And the young man, I tell you, he could play. He's big and nice little throw. He had a nice completion on the pass play, down and out.
Right. Yeah. We expect him to make some plays, and we may have a situation where he'll be a two-headed quarterback during the season, and he'll definitely be in the mix.
When you look at the schedule, we talk a little bit about it here. A lot of times you get a team you might be playing that you don't have a tremendous, I don't say rivalry, but you've had such great games over the years like a Mawa, and you want to catch them maybe after a game or two, get you so you know what you have. I always hear coaches saying sometimes it takes a game or two for us to really coalesce into a good unit. What are the difficulties of playing a team like Mawa? Not that they're better or worse, but so much history Westwood and Mawa has going back of years that we've done the games where people couldn't wait to see the game and talk about it.
No, you're exactly right. Unfortunately, we've been on a short end a couple times with some crazy calls or whatever. But we can't complain about that. It is what it is, and we have an opening day. We don't control the schedule, but we'll accept it, and we have to get ready.
Now, for the folks who are watching this, we'll probably run this on Friday. You're going to have a practice Saturday. So talk about your practices and scrimmages coming up tomorrow. If anybody wants to come out and watch you.
Yeah. Tomorrow we'll probably lighten up. We're watching films and whatnot. Saturday, actually, we're going to scrimmage. We're going up to Northern Highlands at 10 o'clock. We got to get prepared for them, get ready. We're right back out. And then the following week we treat as game week because it'll be the game scrimmage. Northern Valley Demarest will be here the following Thursday.
That'll be Thursday. Now, that game there, that's basically almost an exact game, except the punts and kickoffs are taken out of the game, but it's down in distance.
Correct.
What do you want to see in that game? When that game's finished, what would you like to have seen and feel good about?
Well, more consistency. You get a better feel when you're going down in distance. You can game plan a little bit. We're hoping that we'll sharpen it up and we'll take some strides. But it's right around the corner. We got to change things real quick.
John,
today I saw before the game your kicking, your punter as well as your extra point kicker. The young man, the place kicker, number 48, practice. Freshman, sophomore, is he?
Yeah, he's a sophomore. Tito's our kicker, and he all he does is kick, and he's done a great job. He went away to kicking camp, and we expect some good things from him. He gets a little bigger and stronger. We'll lengthen the field a little bit for us and kick some more field goals, but real steady with extra points, which is a big plus. Our punting game, Joe Kramer, I don't know if you guys were here in the beginning.
Yes.
Did a great job, and some spirals. We get some good hang time, and that's the thing. We have to flip the field, and that was huge. Being able to do that.
Now you have, well, really a new quarterback, part of the Hopkins family. I guess they keep coming. Poaches and Hopkins. That's all you have around
No, that's
here.
true. We're happy to have him in our program. Unfortunately, that's the end of the lot for both of them, unless Dad has other plans. But hey, that's true.
Oh, Borges,
that's, true.
that's
Yes,
right.
Yes.
We heard.
Yeah,
Borges.
Will Borgeson's a freshman.
How big is he, Coach?
He's a good size. He's 6 foot. He's only about probably 160, but he has some skills, and his little brother will be right behind him.
And a great wide receiver.
Yeah, he's got some hands, and he can get it done. But it's got to be tough for him. I really don't want to compare him to Nolan. Nolan was at a special level, and Will is Will, and Nolan's Nolan. So we'll just take it one day at a time.
We
with
were
him.
told today that Nolan's starting for that beautiful campus up at Cherry Hill,
Boston College.
Boston College.
Yeah, he works so hard to get the season comes down here to help out the kids and everything anytime he can. It's just his thing. He's got to stay healthy because he's got all the tools, and that doesn't surprise me at all. The fact that he's in the mix.
Yeah, you mentioned it worked hard. The kids who play here, the young men that play here, the student athletes who play here, they started, some of them back in January, getting ready for today and getting ready for the season. So a little bit about the work ethic that they put in since January.
Yeah, we had a great off season. My assistant coaches Vinny Aiello and Bobby Guy, and myself, we worked real hard in the off season. Tommy O'Melia, the offensive line coach, we pushed them. And they met the challenge. They wanted to work hard and get ready for the season, and it's gonna pay off. Keep them healthy and get through a game. 48 minutes is a long time.
Well, we want to thank you for taking time from your busy day. I know it's difficult. You got to go back in, talk to coaches, look at films, get ready. The day gets very short for coaches this time of year. I want to thank you. We'll be seeing you here when we cover the games. Hope to have a lot of interviews after the game with you so you can tell us about the victories, and wish you and your team a great deal of luck.
Okay, thank you very much. My pleasure.
Okay. Thank you. That was Coach Dennis Hart, the head football coach here at Westwood High School. This is Larry Fury along with John Francola for WCTV.